We've always been taught since in school that period blood is red. But then we get one and it's like a mood ring. One day it's bright red, another day it's brown, and sometimes it's even black. If you've ever sat in the toilet worried because things looked a bit off, well, you're not alone. Today, we're breaking down the period color wheel. We're going to talk about what's happening biologically for every shade, which colors are a sign of a healthy cycle, and two specific colors that mean you should call your doctors immediately. Hi lovelies, it's Nurse Amma here. Welcome to my channel where we talk about all SheHealth Matters. Now, let's dive right in. So before we start, we can't just, dive right in and look at the colors. Let us understand the why. The color of your blood is greatly determined by how long it is exposed to oxygen. Just like an apple turns brown when you bite it and leave it open on the counter. Blood turns darker the longer it stays in your uterus or it takes to travel through the cervix. Let's start with the slow shades, which are brown and black. Now, brown is usually seen at the very beginning of your circle or at the very end of your circle. It's just old blood that is taking its time to leave now. It's not a big deal. It's totally normal. And it's just like I said, it's taking its time. So the slower it goes, the more oxidized it becomes and thereby making it darker. Black blood. I know you're thinking, it looks very scary, yeah, but it's just very old brown blood that has stayed way longer in your uterus and taking its time to leave. 99% of the time, it's just cleaning crew finishing up your circle. It's normal and nothing to worry about. However, if you see a black discharge accompanied with fever or foul smell, then you should know that there's something seriously wrong, maybe a blockage or a silent infection, and you should get that treated by going to see your doctor and booking an appointment with your specialist. We now have the active shades, which are bright red and pink. Bright red. This is the golden standard of a mid-cycle period. Now, it means that your flow is steady and your blood is fresh. It usually happens on your heaviest days. I'm sure this is the color that every lady expects to see when she's on her period. Pink. Now, if your blood looks diluted or pinkish, it just means that your blood has mixed with your cervical mucus. This is common if you are experiencing light flow or if you're on hormonal birth control, which thins out the uterine lining. Low estrogen levels can also cause it too. It's usually seen in athletes or women that are approaching menopause. We now move over to the warning shades, which are orange and gray. Now pay attention to these. Orange color can be a bit of a gray area because sometimes it can just be blood that is mixed with cervical fluids. But orange is a classic sign of bacterial vaginosis or an STI. So if it's orange, like orange blood discharge, and it smells fishy or stinks, you should get it checked out. Now we have gray. This one is the big one, like the ogre of all of them. Gray discharge looks like wet sand, if I'm not mistaken in my description. Now, this is a very big red flag. As in, if you see this gray color, make sure that you book an appointment because it could be a sign of an infection or an STI, or if you're pregnant, a sign of potential miscarriage. Don't sit on this one. In fact, this color is get doctor's appointment color. Like once you see it, don't just sit on it. Just call your doctor immediately. Let's talk about when we should worry. The first thing I think we should worry about is a sudden change in color pattern. Now, you have to first learn how to study your body so that you know when there's a shift or a change in your color pattern. Soaking through your pad or your tampon every hour is a very big red flag. You should check it out because that's absurd. That's not normal. Passing large clots, larger than a coin or a quarter, that's a very big red flag. You should call your doctor. And lastly, rotten smell, odor. Rotten odor or smell is a very, very bad signal. You should go and see your doctors for that immediately. Your period is a vital sign. It's your body's way of communicating to you. The more you know about your normal, the faster you'll be able to dictate or spot when something is wrong with you or when something is off in your body. Start listening to your body. So drop your comment below if you have any questions regarding your circle health. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.